Yeah, welcome to Simple B. It's your boy P. You know what it is. Now hit the subscribe button. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, we back after this long weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. Let's jump straight up to the game threes. Day one, game threes. So we're gonna start with today we had Paris versus Fenerbahce, and then we had Real Madrid versus Olympiacos. So now the first two games was played in Turkey in Istanbul. The third game and fourth for the team that actually wins because both teams, Real Madrid and Paris, were down 0-2. Yeah, it's gonna be played on Thursday. But so we're gonna start with the Paris game. Oh, you just imagine this is Paris' first EuroLeague playoff game, home game ever. So the atmosphere was crazy. Everything was lit. Like you can tell, they brought everybody out there. They had celebs, people. Everybody was. All of a sudden, everybody was receiving a lot of awards that day. So that says a lot, man. So shout out to Paris and congratulations to Paris for actually getting to this point of hosting their first home playoff game. But let's jump straight to the game, man. Listen, game three, y'all know what it is. Paris down 0-2, and they came out exactly like they're supposed to come out on their home court, aggressive as they're supposed to. Like, they were super aggressive. Like, you can tell. They were like, you see, Paris, they just won a cup. I don't know the name of the cup, but they won something in France, like 2-3 days ago. So they are actually, like, in a great vibe. So I was kind of wondering how they will play this game since they kind of received an award, medals, all that. You can tell like they were celebrating in Paris. But 3 days later, they had the biggest game of their lives coming up, and they started off great, man. They came out like they're supposed to. I think they were down, no, up. My bad. They were up 6 points in the beginning, and then. Fenerbahce, listen, this, I mean, I don't know where to start with this club. It's like, I feel bad that I haven't followed them from the beginning because they play so great basketball. It's a reason why they got coach of the year, basically. So they were down six early. Paris just came out guns blazing, aggressive. That's how it's supposed to be. When you have your first home court in playoffs, in EuroLeague, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. But Fenerbahce came back. Like, they kind of, at the end, like, I think when it was like 3 minutes left in the first quarter, they kind of, you can tell they had a timeout, and then they just came out. Every time they come out of timeout with Yasin Kevic, the way he was screaming at them, they're coming up playing phenomenal basketball. Like, they didn't look phased at all of what was going on, because this was, you can tell Paris had a little extra energy, a little pep in the step, all that. Fenerbahce this just looked like a regular playoff game for Fenerbahce, like a team that is up 2-0 and they want to close it with class. And they came out after that timeout, nice pace. They were playing with a nice tempo, nice pace the whole way, to be honest, through the whole game. And it's one of the few teams that I felt that I have watched. Like, the floor is really high. Like, listen, usually everybody's floor is high, but some teams you can tell they dip. Like, they don't score for like a couple minutes, stuff like that. Fenerbahce, they keep going on the same pace, under control. You can tell their players have been there before, like all of them. It feels like all of them have been in this exact position before. And that's exactly how they're playing. And of course, they took the lead. But that's what I'm going to get to. They took the lead right away, snatched the lead. Paris were up 16-10. Boom, they snatched it, went up. Kind of from there on, to be honest, I felt like they kind of controlled the game. Like, you see, they sped up Paris for a couple possessions, which forced them to turnovers, stuff like that. And Paris really don't have a floor general except for TJ. Like, when TJ is out, he's a microwave, which we're gonna get to in a minute, because wow, yo, yeah. So, but one thing I like with Paris, was that they went deeper to the bench early. Like I felt like watching them. That's the team that we watching the most. I think, to be honest, during this EuroLeague, and I started off kind of late in the regular season. Now they're playing all that. Now in the playoffs, like. Yeah, it's like they kind of be playing the same players. Like they have this, they use a short rotation of 8 players or 9 players, something like that. And I don't feel like anybody have given them a real spark, like the spark you need from the bench, except for Hefe, of course. Congratulations to him, by the way. I saw that he received an award. I think it was selected for the some rising star team, EuroLeague, maybe the rookie team, something like that. I don't know how young he is. You can tell he's young, the way he playing, the way he's fearless, the recklessness, like everything. Like he's a nice player, and his future is bright. Like you can tell he's super passionate about the game, man. The way every possession it feels like it's do or die for him. So, but yeah, so Fenerbahce was controlling the game from there, and Paris, of course, they came back and they stayed with it. This was a close game throughout the whole game, which was a really nice, entertaining game for a first home game in Paris, the home playoff game. And yeah, we gotta give some love to some Fenerbahce player. Look, Guduric, I didn't know he was like that, but he definitely, yeah, he looked like the best player on the court for a lot of moments. Like he was basically sizing players up and just beating them ISO. Like he was picking and choosing when he wanted to. Like he was getting to his spots easy, like hitting big shots. Like I think shout out to my guy TJ, but I think he broke his ankles on one possession. Like yo, like, and TJ is one of the probably the fastest player in the EuroLeague. So Goodrich had a nice game, man. Like, he had a nice game. I don't think it was a flair of the game or nothing like that. But, yo, listen, he had a nice game. And, yeah, we're going to get to the guy. Of course, it's Eric McCollum. Like, you see, once again, Fenerbahce got a bunch of vets, man. They got a bunch of vets in this EuroLeague thing. And I think that's the reason why they won the game. But this was a crazy game, man. They were up, I think they were up halftime. Then, what's his name? In the third quarter, oh my God, yeah, they were up halftime. Hefe went nuts. I thought that he got 40 something. Then I looked up, it was only 11, and he kept going, he kept going, he kept going. I wish he can learn how to get to the free throw line more, because he really have to work he's working for every bucket. But you can tell he knows his craft. He knows how talented it is. He's not afraid. I don't know if he's going to the draft, man. Listen, we gotta check out how old he is, because if he's around 19, 20, he should think about going to the draft. Let's put it that way. Just because. But I would rather have him playing basketball in Europe, or just so you can get a little NBA money or whatever. Set yourself up, set your family up, or something. He deserves that. But I would love to have him staying in Paris and basically dominate in Europe, because if he like kind of gets, I don't know how to put it, but I think the game's gonna slow down for him, which is actually crazy. When the game slows down, like now he was playing as a 6-man, like kind of just, but when he comes off the bench, they just giving him the ball and let him do whatever he wants to do. Like he's a starter. He's on the starter level for sure. Like he should start for some team. I don't know how it will be having him as a point guard for 40 minutes, but or shooting guard. But if you find a way to utilize him and use him, whoa. Yeah, listen, I think that's what's holding him back. I just think minutes is holding him back, to be honest. Because he's gonna be out there hooping every fucking minute. So, and deliver. So he had a nice third quarter. He gave them back the lead actually. Like he went on some 8 or 2 run by himself, something like that. Like he was just basically taking the ball every possession. Like you can tell, at least the way he was playing with the urgency of, listen, this is a do or die game, guys. What are we doing? Like what are like yo, we gotta be more aggressive. Like you can tell, even if he missed those type of shots, he's trying to figure another way to get buckets. Like he was out there doing everything, which I really like with him. So because I didn't feel that with the whole team, of course I felt that with TJ, and I think the something one guy Herrera or something. He had a good game. The other guy didn't play so well. I don't remember his name. Hayes, still don't understand his minutes. What's going on? Why they keep going back and forth with his minutes? Like I mentioned a long time ago. And uh, Ward, I think he had an okay game. Like I don't think he's gonna show in the stats or nothing like that. But I felt like he understood what was at stake and actually trying to do his best to give your team whatever y'all need. But yo, they needed more from everybody. Like you have TJ with 29, Heafy with 24. The rest is under 10 points, and you can be under 10, but yo, most of y'all was down there basically. Yeah, Ward at 7, and the big guy at 8. Like, come on, what are we doing? Like, oh, one of y'all niggas gotta get 15 or something, somebody, because y'all paying Fenerbahce. Like Fenerbahce got their points shit spread all over the shit. Like pause. Like you have Nigel Hayes with 18, Beberovich with 21, uh, David Hall at 9, Goodrich at 14. And his 14 was like loud 14 points. Like he was letting y'all know, like, yo, today y'all not gonna win this game. That's the way he got his 14 points. So yeah, man. So my bad for being long-winded, but yeah. So if he was, listen, he was the player of the. Pretty sure he was the player of the third quarter. Like the way he dominated the third quarter. He actually after receiving that reward, it was just nice to see. And TJ Shorts did his thing. He came. I mean, he was fighting through the whole game, but he really got hot in the fourth. Like his mid range was falling in the fourth quarter, and that's what kept him in the game. So it was him and Hiffy. All the of course, Thiago Splitter realized that, yo, let me just stick with this too, because these other guys, I don't know what they doing, man. All these tires and Ward, shout out y'all niggas, man, Malcolm, all of them, but bro, y'all niggas, I thought they had more in the bag, man. Like, yo, what are we doing, man? Y'all should know by now, because y'all lost. I heard on the TV that y'all actually lost 2 games before these 2 games that you lost in the playoffs against Fenerbahce. So y'all should know how to play against them. It felt like they didn't know how to play against them. And it's not like Fenerbahce were playing some phenomenal zone or nothing like that. So yeah, man, I wish they had a better game or just played better basketball against them. Let's put it that way. And yeah, shit, this is a super tight game. TJ Shorts took the game, hit the game time shot to go to overtime. And they went to overtime, and yeah, listen, Baldwin the fourth, he was open too, man. My bad for not mentioning him. Like, he had a great game, man. Honestly, I don't think that's gonna show either in the stat sheet, but he looked dominant. Like, honestly, all these Fenerbahce players that when they doing shit, you can tell they look dominant. Like, probably Eric McCollum, nobody's gonna talk about it, but he had a nice game too. Like, everybody was contributing one way or another. McCollum being, I don't know, man. Listen, man. It was nice to see you play with your brother, man. Something, man. Your little brother, you all two together, man. That would be a nice duo to see play. But yeah, then the game went to overtime, and you see Fenerbahce is being controlled the whole time, and you can tell when they went to overtime. That's exactly how it looked, man. Exactly how it looked. They went on a 7-0 run right away, right away. Paris had like 2 unnecessary turnovers for some reason, and you see, it looked like Paris didn't know how to play in overtime. That's what kind of was sad about the loss. I felt like, listen, y'all can lose, but it just felt like because this Paris is playing what like they on some run and gun shit. So which is the type of ball you need to play with the team that they got. But I don't feel like that at the same time. Like I feel like y'all should be playing more structured basketball. And maybe that's how it's looking when they're playing in the in the French league, which I gotta check out more, which y'all gonna see more of in the future. All these leagues, like now we're just starting with Euro League, so y'all get a little familiar with the teams. In the future, we're gonna watch all these league games and cover these league games, so y'all really can get a glimpse and understand how these teams actually are looking full time, how they operate, how they're working. Because y'all just seeing the EuroLeague games, but they're probably playing for another 2 cups and regular season shit. But yeah, so they didn't look like they know how to play. So that's why they were stuck, like stagnant. Nobody was moving. And the way they got the turnovers, it was like, yo, this is your turn, my turn. And then it was like a miscommunication on a little handoff. Like it wasn't even like the defense forced them to turnovers, which was really sad. After all this work y'all put in through the whole year, through the whole season, y'all gonna turn the ball over like that in overtime. Y'all already had some turnovers in the game that y'all shouldn't be having. But yo, listen. Fenerbahce, man. Congrats to them, man. Nigel Hayes Davis, quiet game. Congrats to the first team. Quiet game. They got like a quiet 21, something like that. See, when you have a quiet 21, that's the reason why you're on the first team. So, shout out to him. And then you have, congratulations to Paris anyway. That's the first congratulations to Fenerbahce for advancing to Dubai. The Final Four is going to be lit. And congratulations to Paris for their first EuroLeague appearance ever. And y'all actually making it to the playoffs the first year, man, that was big. Really big. So we gotta salute them for that, man. And I'm really happy for them. So, man, it's gonna be boring not having Paris in the tournament anymore, but yo, I don't know how the bracket is looking, and I'm not gonna look how the bracket look either, because whoever get Fenerbahce is gonna be crazy. I can't imagine if it's FS though. I don't think it's FS. They probably be on the other bracket. That's why they're playing another day. Something probably. I don't know. I haven't checked the bracket. I'm not gonna check it. If y'all know, y'all can type it on the comment section. Then I will check. But for the excitement, I'm not gonna do that. But whoever got Fenerbahce, yo, yeah, or who will face Fenerbahce between these teams that's still playing, y'all better suit up. Y'all better get ready. That's all I can say. And yeah, man, listen, let's jump to the real quick. I only watched the first half and then a little bit of the second because I was, with this EuroLeague TV, you can't watch 2 games at the same time. So it's kind of tough to go back and forth for a couple hours. Like, after a while, I just stuck with the Paris game because that game was more exciting and it actually went to overtime. And, but Real Madrid, listen. See, Real, I'm still acknowledging what they've been through before the playoffs. A schedule is a schedule at the end of the day, and they're probably playing some league games too at the same time while all this is going on. And so remember, they lost the play in versus Paris, which was a huge upset for everybody, and they beat Bayern Munich because probably Carson Edwards was hurt. So it's a tight schedule, and then y'all gotta jump straight up to the Olympiacos, the #1 seed. Bam, y'all get smacked the first game. Second game, you can tell that now they got the legs under them a little bit, but still, like this has been a hectic schedule, and they lost that game too. Kind of gave it away, and now they actually got some rest, and they had a great start, man. Like, this is Real like Madrid. If you know the, like I'll be saying, man, if you just know the name Real Madrid, man, Real Madrid, you have to have some class, man. You have to. Y'all not gonna go out like some punks. Let's put it that way. Started off great, man. I don't know that nigga, man. Musa, he was getting some looks, man. I remember watching him say the game too, man. That's what I've been saying sometimes. Sometimes, even if you lose in the game and probably you can be down 15, 20, when it's like a couple minutes left in the game, you can still get yourself going for the next game. Because a lot of 90% is mental. And I was kind of seeing those signs from him, game 1 and game 2, at the end of those games, like he trying to carry over something to the next game, which kind of worked this time. And he got a great start, man. Good looks, pick and roll, doing his thing, balling straight up. And I don't know if Olympiacos played it, but I didn't understand what was going on in the lineup. I didn't see Fournier. Maybe because if you didn't play, it felt like a lot of niggas didn't play. But I think some players didn't play, actually. And, well, of course, they had some great spacing, man. Like Olympiacos, they play great basketball. Like, they got beautiful sets. Like, it's a lot of stagger screen, back screens, left and right. And they're actually getting open layups out of those back screens and stuff like that. So, no, they had a really nice, I'm going to put it. Yeah, that a really, really nice flow, the way they were playing. But yeah, and they came back. Of course, they took some demanding leads. But Real, man, shout out to them. They stayed strong, man. They fought their whole game and overcame it. Everybody delivered in Real this game, which I like, man. You had Feliz coming in, doing his same thing, his full court press. Y'all know how that goes. He probably, I don't think he got a block, but of course he always get a steal, 2 assists. Campasso, he had like a quiet 9 points, but it wasn't like, Campasso was out there attacking. Like, he didn't make it, but a lot of shots, but he was aggressive, like playing desperate, like with the urgency you're supposed to play when you're down 0-2 on a do or die game. So Hezonja Musa was the leading scorers with 14, and my bad, now Tavares actually had 15. But yeah, he had like shot 5 out of 16, no, 5 out of 6, my bad. So he made 83% out of his things, field goals. So Tavares had a nice post-up game this game, and yeah, Ibaka, my guy, Yomoko Ebika, Ibaka, you gotta give us a block, man. You always gotta give us a block. You got 1 block, 4 points. Like, everybody kind of delivered. Garuba did his thing. Like, yo, this is what you can't expect from Real Madrid. Abalde was actually huge for them with 9 points by high percentage. I think he missed like 1-3-1. Like, everybody, man, everybody had a high percentage in this team except for Campazzo, to be honest. So that says a lot, and it feels like, I don't know what's going on with Real. If y'all know what's going on, let me know, because it feels like something's missing. If it's a guy missing, a missing piece, something is missing, because they are Real, and it feels like, yo, if y'all get through whatever y'all going through, things gonna click, and then all of a sudden everything will change for everybody, I believe, to be honest. I'm not rooting for anything, but I feel like it's something that's not clicking. And but yeah, so shout out to Real for actually getting this win. So now they're down 1-2, and they got another home game. So I think they might, shit, I don't know if we're gonna win it, but maybe Olympiacos will just close it, because you don't want to go lose 2 games in a row, and now they have the momentum in the series and blah blah blah. All that, nobody needs that. But yeah, so it's gonna be tomorrow. We have Panathinaikos FS game 3, 1-1. Both games have been crazy, so I expect this one to be even crazier than the previous 2. And Monaco, Barcelona, I think Monaco just don't get it, even though they're going to Barcelona. But yeah, we will see, man. We gotta give Barcelona a fair chance and hope they can grab one. shout out to y'all, man. Y'all know, y'all see how we do, man. Keep spreading our videos. I see that y'all spreading them. Keep doing your thing. And if I type in the comment section if y'all need anything, let me know, man. Hit the subscribe button. Simple B, your boy P. You know what it is. Peace out. Peace.